Hello, I'm Justin Haigh, and last summer I climbed the Billboard Country Music Chart to the number 41 position with my latest single, People Like Me. And now I need people like you to help me fund my follow-up single and welcome you to join my quest to break the country music charts wide open. I've already broken the ice and made the scene at radio, and I'm hoping that there are enough people like me out there who love real country music and are willing to roll the dice on a country singer from the heartland of South Dakota. I welcome any bit of support you choose to afford my cause and value your support of real country music. I appreciate your consideration and hope you'll join me in the process of funding and chasing my new single, Mountain of Love. Let's drive it all the way to the number one spot on the Billboard Country charts. Hope you'll join me. Thank you.
Philosophers and poets and songwriters too have told stories through the ages about what friends can do to you. Their envy and betrayal can drive a man to drink or land a man in jail. That is why I think.
Here's rising country music star Justin Haigh.
Hard-working people get up every day and they go to work. They worry about their kids. They go to church on Sunday. And they only ask for one thing, and that's opportunity in this great country we live in, America. In my lifetime, I've been a cattle rancher, a truck driver. I was in the service for a while in the Air Force. A diesel mechanic. I worked in Alaska as a fisherman. I've been all over the country, and all those stories are the things that have happened in my life are where I get my base for my writing, and that's where the stories come from. I'm currently working on going back in the studio and recording a new album, and the flagship song is going to be a favorite of mine, a Harold Dorman song that he wrote in '59 and released in 1960. I had a top 40 hit with it called Mountain of Love, and since then, about 4 years later, it was released by Johnny Rivers, and after that it's been released by several people, probably the most notable, Charlie Pride, who had a #1 with it in the early 80s. There's an old saying, once a hit, always a threat, and the song's been a favorite of mine for a long time, and I'd like a shot to see how people like the way I interpret it. One of the reasons that Mountain of Love is a favorite of mine is because we play it live all the time, and it's such a crowd favorite that if we're in a place where there's dancing, it always packs the dance floor. And I'm excited to see how it'll turn out in the studio. You always go into the studio with the idea that a song is going to be a certain way, and by the time you leave, something magical has happened usually, you hope, and it becomes something maybe a little newer, maybe a little fresher, and I'm excited to see what'll happen with this old favorite.
Justin's new version of longtime favorite Mountain of Love will be out along with his new song.
That's why all my best friends are behind bars. Sometimes we take things a bit too far. Oh, but most of them are top shelf, which makes me a little higher my own self. All of my best friends are behind bars.
I wrote a song called When It Rains for a particular woman who I was madly in love with. And to this day, it's probably the favorite song that I've ever written. And I've written some songs about people who were pretty close. I mean, family members and loved ones that I've lost or gained, but there was something special about that relationship, and there's something really special about that song too. I've been shining my boots and getting ready to go on tour because after Mountain of Love's cut, we want to do a lot of traveling, coming to your town and doing a lot of live shows.
I don't mean they're bad, man. Please don't take it wrong when I say all of my best friends are behind bars.
You can help bring back Mountain of Love and introduce the world to rain by making your pledge today.